one of the main skills I teach to any beginner as a piano teacher, whether it's a kid or an adult, is how to count out loud. I've talked about this before, and just to remind again, rhythm is the basic. It's the most important base that any musician needs, because without rhythm there is no music. And you have to teach that from the beginning, and without trying not to use any external help like the metronome, because we all have that rhythm inside of us. How do we have it? With our speech, with our walking, with everything is rhythm inside of us. The way our blood flows inside of us is rhythm. The way we sleep and how our heart beats from different times of the day. So let's say I'm going to be teaching a beginner student how to count 2 quarters, right? Mathematically, just by counting, it's easy. And counting out loud. Why out loud? Because when we count from the inside, we can lie to ourselves if something doesn't match. But if you count out loud, and when you play and you are hearing yourself counting and something does not match, you can understand that there is a problem there. You are more sincere about your rhythm and about any problems you may encounter. So at least then you know you have a problem, where you have it, and then you can solve it either by yourself or with your teacher. So again, let's say we have 2 quarters, right? To teach even a 5 or 4-year-old 1, 2, 1, 2 while playing is very easy. It's an easy rhythm, it's an easy word just with 1 syllable. 1, 2, 1, 2. Again, even if they have to play eighths and add that and, again, it's quite simple. 1 and 2 and do, do, so, so. 1 and 2 and 1, 2 and. Depending on which values you have, whether a quarter, then 2 eighths, or 2 eighths, 1 and 2 and 1 quarter. Again, it's simple. What happens with the 16ths, which is a quite fast note value? I don't teach it with counting like this mathematically, because it would sound like 1, 2 and 1, 2 and. It sounds as if I'm having a speech impediment, as if I'm having some trouble speaking, or as if I'm, as if I swallowed something and I'm trying to spit it out. I teach it with the rhythm of speech, which we have since our birth. We learned how to speak quite early on in our age, and many years before we started learning any musical instrument. So I will teach it with some word that has 4 syllables, because I need 4 beats, I need 4 fast note values in 1 beat. And avocado is one of the examples that a student of mine gave to me. He was actually learning also the drums, and he was a teenager, so he could count 2 and or wa and. He could break that down in rhythm and count it. But instead I asked him specifically, please choose a word with 4 syllables, and instead of counting with this way, by arithmetically that beat with the 16th, count it with that word. And it's a good word because it has also the avocado. It's a very open vowel. It's very on point. It's pointy. So, how do beginners count the 16ths? 1, avocado, 1, avocado, avocado, 2, avocado, 2. Or if you have everywhere 16ths, avocado, 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 avocado. Then you can also ask your student to find another word. They like that example and that initiative that you give them to take, so that they find their own word. Avocado, watermelon, avocado, watermelon, or whatever it is that they find. Use the rhythm of speech for the counting, for that basic habit of counting out loud from the beginning. Have a good and rhythmical practice.